welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Katie. If you did not know, now you do, but subscribe and then you'll know. And today we are finally doing a reattempt. I never posted the last attempt because it bombed so epically, but we're finally doing it. This is our fall themed 24-hour reading challenge. I am so nervous. Here's the plan. At 9 p.m., it is currently 7:41. At 9 p.m., I will set a 24-hour timer. My goal is to read for 24 hours non-stop. But here's the catch. 4 times when I have to use the bathroom, or shower, or make food, or switch over laundry, I will switch to an audiobook. Okay? But between then, anytime that I'm not doing something I need my hands for, like cooking food or something, it is physical books and Kindle books only. And the goal is to knock out some of my fall TBR in this video. This is a fall themed reading challenge, a fall themed 24-hour reading challenge. So I'm nervous. I attempted this one time before and I bombed so bad. I fell asleep 2 hours in. 2 hours in! I think we'll be able to do it. I'm feeling pretty confident. I've got the fall fit on, which is why I was standing on that stool. I don't know why I got off just now. My iPad is going to have my timer and that's currently charging. It's not charging very well, but it's charging. So the first thing I need to do is I need to make myself some sort of fall themed drink. And then I have to go up to my office. I'm gonna decorate it a little bit for fall. And then we're gonna get started. Let's see if I can complete the 24-hour reading challenge. But first, let's make a coffee. Decorate this office for fall because the vibes aren't vibing. So hopefully you can see me. I have this on the back angle and 0.5, so I don't really know, but these are some of the hopefuls for this video. For sure, some of these fall ones on top, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I really want to grab, but I'm feeling like I need to start with a book I've already started, but the Pumpkin Spice Cafe might be good. Both of these might be good. I don't know. This is just the hopefuls for now, but if I need to get an audiobook, I did just receive The Third Gilmore Girl by Kelly Bishop. She played Emily Gilmore on Gilmore Girls, so anytime I feel like I need to switch to an audiobook, I'm gonna go to that. And on my Kindle, I'm currently reading The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, which I feel like it might be wise to start with that so that I can finish it and then go into one of these. I'm not sure yet, but we have about 10 minutes left before I start. I really want to actually do it this time and not completely flop. We're gonna see. I feel semi-confident. Okay, you guys, it is currently 12:04. I don't know if you can see that, 12:04. And I just finished Frida McFadden's The Housemaid. I was about 30% in when I started this challenge. I started at 9, it's now midnight. and I'm gonna go read in bed with Connor for a little bit so I can help him fall asleep, because he doesn't fall asleep well with me not there. So while I'm in bed, I'm gonna read on my Kindle Where's Molly. If you've read Haunting and Hunting Adeline, this is like the, not prequel, but kind of prequel, where in the second book, if you haven't read Hunting Adeline, or Hunting Adeline, I think that's the second one, spoiler warning, but in Hunting Adeline, when Addie is essentially taken hostage in that like house where they sex trafficked her, she finds these diaries from a girl named Molly about essentially Molly also being in that same situation. And H.D. Carlton wrote a story about Molly, and I've said before that the H.D. Carlton series, that whole duology and Sibby and everything, isn't my favorite, but I still am very intrigued to know what happens to Molly, because in Hunting Adeline, the thing just kind of like ends with her going like, I'm getting out of here, I'm doing it, tonight's the night, and then we just don't hear anything about Molly ever again. So while I'm helping Connor, I'm just like cuddling him while he tries to fall asleep, I'm gonna read this, and then I will hopefully come back with another update afterwards. Okay, you guys, it's been some amount of hours. I have 15 hours left. I don't know if you can see this. Hello, help. Literally only read 28% of Here's Molly, and for some reason it's saying the lock, not the page number. Super annoying. I have been in and out of sleep since about 3, but when I say in and out of sleep, it's like I'll read a page, doze off for a second, wake back up, reread the freaking page, and I've been doing that for like the last 2 hours. So yeah, the delusion is setting in. The coffee did not help. I definitely should have started this challenge with a Red Bull. We're gonna go get a Red Bull, because I fear I'm not gonna survive. For some reason, in like so many books where a character has to run away and start a new life, they always come here to Alaska. Like we're a state that doesn't have like towns or like a movie theater or like a Costco. Anyways, that bothered me. Okay, you guys, so we are officially 12 hours left. We have 12 hours left. About 13 hours more likely. But that means we're almost halfway done. I might still read a little extra after the 24 hours is up, just because there were times where I was falling in and out of sleep for like a solid 3 hours, like I mentioned earlier. But I just finished Where's Molly. If you guys didn't know, this is kind of like a prequel-ish to Haunting and Hunting Adeline. And my quick spoiler-free review is that I wish this story was longer, more like a novella about Molly. People wanted to know about Molly, and I'm sure that when H.D. Carlton wrote Hunting, that she probably wasn't planning on elaborating on Molly's story past the journal. And maybe this is just the crazy person in me talking, but I honestly wish that this was a full-length book like Hunting was. No offense to Addie and Zaid, I think I like these two better. There was less obviously there's still dead bodies and stuff, like cutting up dead bodies, but I almost found I liked Molly's story more, and then for me that it was more something I wanted to dive deeper into. And Cage is funny, and I love Cage's mom, and I wish that this had been a full in-depth book like Hunting was. If you made it to the extended epilogue in this, I don't know if it's in the paperback, but it is on the Kindle. I won't elaborate too much in case this is a spoiler, but I just wish we saw more, because the extended epilogue makes me think that there could be more, if that makes sense. Where's Molly is done. This one took me about 3 hours longer, 4 hours longer than it should have, mainly because it was only like 300 pages, I think, but also I kept, going in and out of sleep. And when I had read The Housemaid, I was only like 20% of the way in when I started that, so I still had like 80% to go, and then I went into this, but I feel like both of those took me longer than they should have, which is a little annoying, but it was like, it's whatever. I needed to like find something to focus on, and this, at the beginning at least, was like not catching me, and it's not the book's fault, I was just tired, but I've got a Red Bull in me, and I'm like energized again, and I think I really just needed to get through that overnight part, and during the day part, I think we're gonna be okay. But now I think I'm gonna put the Kindle away for a little bit, and I kind of want to read a paperback. I feel like if I'm gonna read something more like in depth, now might be the time to do it, because I feel like as we get on later in the day, I might not be able to mentally like handle it. But then the other part of me really just wants to read like a romance, and my goal was to be more fall-ish, and so far I've read like Where's Molly and The Housemaid, which I guess are still like thrillers and like dark romances, but it's not the fall vibes that I was hoping for like these are. So I'm debating what I want to start with. I kind of want to do this one because I think it'll be a really easy read, but recently in one of Tiffany's videos, she read this and she said she kind of didn't like it, and that the main character was kind of annoying. I take Tiffany's reviews super seriously. She has not steered me wrong before. It's only a couple hundred pages. It's like 320 pages, maybe. This might be a good option. I just need something that's not going to take too much willpower while I try to re-wake myself up. I'm going to finish this Red Bull and then try to make something to eat while I read. So I don't know. I think I need to go something cute, sweet, and kind of short. And even if this annoys the hell out of me, I've got other good options. But almost halfway through, I'm tired, but also kind of not. Okay, you guys, real quickly, before I start my next book and before I go get something to eat, I just want to share with you something that a company sent me. This is not sponsored in any way. They were just so kind enough to send me this and to give me a discount code that you guys can use. So let me grab it really quickly. So if you're like me and comfort is key on any occasion, let alone a 24-hour reading challenge, you might need this. And trust me when I say I needed this, and I'm obsessed. This is my Oodie. Oh my god, it's so comfortable. I got the pink, and these are essentially like hoodie blankets. Look how huge this is. I don't even think the camera is doing the cute pink justice, and like you can see the texture, it's so soft. The Oodie was kind enough to send me one of these, and I'm genuinely obsessed. I've worn it like every single day since I got it. Again, not sponsored. They just were so incredibly kind and gave me a code to give you guys. So if you want to get one of these, they have just basic hoodie blankets like these. They have like Pokemon collections and all these other collections. They're so cool, and they have like other stuff too. And if you want to get 15% off, just use the code KatieSpencer15 for 15% off. I'll have a link down below. Like, come on, this doesn't even do it justice. And I swear this is like the best thing to wear during a 24-hour reading challenge, because I am so comfortable right now. It's not even funny. Can you see me? Like, look how cool this is. Oh my gosh, can you see it now? I'm upset. And look, it's even got this giant-normous pocket. I could fit my cat in this pocket. The little one, but I could fit a cat in this pocket. But like I said, if you want to get one of these Oodies, all you have to do is go to the link down below and use the coupon code KatieSpencer15 for 15% off your order. Again, not sponsored, but graciously given to me by the Oodie. So thank you to my friends over there at the Oodie. I love this. I'm obsessed. But now we need to go get something to eat because I'm hungry. I've got the comfort check. Drink check. I need food. So let's go do that and get back to my reading. Okay. So I started pumpkin spice and everything nice, and I'm not quite ready to DNF, but I fear it might be a DNF, which is a little annoying. Because, okay, it's a YA, throwing that out there right now. The cover is gorgeous. Like, and I don't mind cartoon covers when they're YA and there's no smut. So, like, for a YA book, obviously I like cartoon covers, because, like, a teenager or a kid could pick, not a kid, but, like, a teen or a young teen could pick this up, and I'd be like, all right, cool. And, like, this cover's gorgeous. And I'm not trying to let my mind get swayed by what Tiffany said in her video where she read this, where she said that the main character was annoying, but the main character is annoying. I'm sorry, and it's so, it reads so cringy, and the main character, Lucy, she's, like, hating on pumpkin spice lattes. She's like, it's basic, it's full of chemicals, and she just threw a pie, some dude's face. I can't speak because I'm just so, like, confused. So Lucy's mom owns Cup of Joe, which is a, like, local coffee shop. And then right across the street, a coffee chain similar to, like, Starbucks, but in this it's called Java Junction, is opening right across the street. And the owners of Java Junction, their son, goes into Cup of Joe and is like, oh, this is way better than our pecan pie. Do you guys have, like, pumpkin spice lattes, blah, blah, blah. And she goes on this huge rant about hating pumpkin spice lattes and how they're full of chemicals and they don't even have real pumpkin and blah, 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 blah. And first of all, I'm like, girl, get over it. And second of all, I'm like, do you realize you can actually make pumpkin spice latte with real pumpkin? If you're like me and you like to make your own coffee syrups, you in fact can make a pumpkin spice latte with real pumpkin. It's not that hard. It's actually quite easy. So this whole time she's sitting there like, it's full of chemicals. She's like hating on anyone and judging anyone who's like, I want pumpkin spice lattes. And they're like, she's like, how dare you? Like, she's like genuinely offended. And then when she finds out that this guy's parents owns Java Junction, she throws a pie in his face. Girl, what? At your grown age? Like, I know you're like 16, 15, but at your grown ass age, really? I fear it might be a DNF. I'm trying to I want to get to a little bit. It's like, and it's not like a small book either. It's kind of a longer book. Not a long book, like 320 pages, but I don't know if I can handle 320 pages of her acting like this, because a rival coffee shop is opening up across the street. That happens all the time. And just the way this is written, I've read YA books that were written like really well. This is no hate to the author. It's probably, I'm just not the target audience, but the way it's written is like very, very preteen. I might DNF. Stay tuned. Okay, so I ended up not DNFing Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice, and I'm not like ecstatic that I didn't DNF it, but I'm not like mad that I didn't DNF it. I would say after the first 10 chapters, while her character is still wildly annoying and the writing just feels very, very, very like YA, and like obviously it's a YA, it's gonna feel YA. Like I said earlier, I read YA books that have like really good writing, and this is just like this, it gives beginner, which isn't a bad thing. Everyone starts somewhere. I know that if I wrote a book right now, it would probably sound and read the same way, but I would say that the, like, while she annoyed me and the writing was a little not my favorite, it was still cute. I definitely wouldn't give it more than like a 3-star, and even then, like a 3-star rating is still like a good book for me. Like 3 stars, like it wasn't bad, you know, it was pretty good. And then 4 stars, like wow, I really liked it. And 5 stars, like I'm a lover, I love it. I'm a lover, what? I would give this probably like a 2.5, maybe a 3. Not sold on that. Like the cover's cute. This would be really, really cute for maybe like a young teenager to read. I just don't think it was for me, but I don't know. Like the whole idea was cute, but then like I don't know. I think that the exhaustion is setting in. Even my cats are sleeping. The story also spent a lot of time just talking about her hatred of pumpkin spice lattes, and the competition part, which isn't a spoiler because it literally says that on the back, was like the last 3 chapters. Really, it was most of the book was her practicing like how to make the perfect drink. Maybe this isn't common knowledge, but like the whole time she's like, how do I make the perfect pumpkin spice latte? In my brain I was like, you make it into a syrup. And it took her to like the last 10 chapters to go like, oh my gosh, make it into a syrup, can we do that? And I was like, yeah, but maybe that's just the fact that I've been a barista for a while talking. I mean, I'm not like a barista that can do latte art, but I know how to make a good cup of coffee, I think. It's a little bit harder with my espresso machine because it's just a piece of garbage, but like with a fancy espresso machine, I feel like I can make a pretty good cup of coffee. And I have been making my own syrups for a couple months now, so not all of the syrups are my own, just some of them. But the whole time she was like doing this whole thing, I was like, literally get some pumpkin seeds, maybe some brown sugar, your pumpkin spice like mix, cinnamon, and like just in some water, and you just steam it. You make it like you simmer it in a pot. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's not common knowledge. Maybe how to make a coffee syrup is not common knowledge for most people. I think that this book just like, I don't think I'll ever pick this up again. It's cute for pictures. It was a cute fall book. I'm kind of just stuck on the fact that the author made quarantine romances, if I'm gonna be honest. So this book is done. I'm now debating what I want to read next. Like, I've got this one about a place called Moonbright, Maine. Very autumnal, very that coast. I've always wanted to live on that coast. I think my dream is to settle down there, maybe like Massachusetts, maybe like Rhode Island, but it's set in like Moonbright, Maine, and there's this like cafe that has this like tradition during Halloween time, and then there's like legends and stuff, and one of the legends is that how do I put this? It says, here, I'll just read it. It says, the most magically romantic legend of all promises that a moonbright woman will marry the man she sees reflected in a mirror on Halloween. For 3 such singles, the crunch of fall leaves and the fragrance of fresh-baked pie sets the perfect stage for this most tantalizing trick and most delightful treat, the genuine enchantment of true love. It sounds cute, but I don't know if this is what I'm feeling. Like, magical realism, I don't know if my brain can handle any magical realism right now. So this is an option. I then, of course, have the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. These are super duper TikTok popular right now because of the gorgeous covers, and apparently people are like, these are fall vibes. I guess that there are 2 more books. One's a Christmas book and one's a like summer book. I'm kind of leaning towards one or both of these just because they're so cute and they're fun. I actually really love the cover on this one. They added the gold leaves, and these are, I believe, more like indie published, because I don't even think they're at Barnes & Noble. I've looked high and low. I had to order both of these on Amazon, but they're really cute. I'm kind of feeling like these. I think I'm gonna go with her because this isn't YA. This is an adult romance, which, thank God. I think I'm gonna do this. It is, oh my God, it's 2:09. I have 6 hours and 50 minutes left. I think that's enough time to finish at least one more book. And the best part about all of this is, because of this reading challenge, I have officially caught up to my Goodreads goal. I was 6 books behind about a month ago. Consistently for the last couple months, I've been 6 books behind. And because of that trip I took by myself to Anchorage, which, if you didn't see on my TikTok, I vlogged driving to Anchorage by myself, kind of. And that video is only available on TikTok. I listened to like a bunch of audiobooks because I drove from here to Anchorage, from Anchorage to Valdez, and from Valdez back here, which is 6 hours each way. So I did approximately, 6 times 3, 24? Essentially full day of driving by myself, listening to audiobooks, which slay on my part. That helped me get caught up a little bit. And when I started this challenge, I was still about 3 books behind. And I think that with this being done, I'm officially caught up to my reading challenge, and I might even be able to get ahead of my reading challenge. I'm gonna go get cleaned up, listen to my audiobook while I do it, and then I'm going to get maybe another drink. I'm starting to feel antsy. I'm starting to feel the itch of going on YouTube or TikTok or editing a video or going to sleep. Sounds very appealing. I'm just feeling the itch to do anything else. I'm gonna listen to my audiobook, get cleaned up, and then you'll see, I guess, in a sec what book I end up choosing to read. It is officially 9 p.m., which means we are done. However, I did fall asleep the last 3 hours. I just woke up because of my alarm going off that the challenge was over. So, yeah, it's over. I might read a little bit longer to make up for lost time. I will come back later to do a proper outro. But woohoo! We did it! Okay, so I didn't complete the challenge. I fell asleep with about 3-ish hours to spare. And originally, my plan was to light a cute fall candle, make those really cute Halloween fall Pillsbury cookies, and read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe book, and make the last 3 hours of it super fun, super cutesy, super fall. I was gonna do that this morning when I woke up, before I had, a volunteer thing I was doing to do, and a photography thing I was gonna do, and that didn't end up happening because we did have to put one of our cats down today. Whew. So not exactly a happy end to the video, but I did put a lot of time and effort and possibly a little bit of money into making this challenge come to fruition finally, and so I'm gonna finish it out. I'm not gonna finish the last 3 hours like I was planning to. Maybe someday in the near future we'll do another one of these, maybe a Christmas themed one. I don't know. I obviously am not in the right headspace to continue the video. I've been trying to, crack jokes and be humorous about the whole thing because it hurts. It's really hard, and she was only 3. And I'm sure there's some of you probably out there wondering, why are you finishing this? Like, why are you finishing this video? I put a lot of time and effort into this video, and I stayed up almost a full 24 hours. This YouTube channel and the YouTube video and the challenge and all of that, it's stuff I did for me. And right now, the last thing I need to neglect is myself, because I'm hurting. And when you're hurting, the most important thing you do is to take care of yourself. And I don't know, maybe finishing this out is a stupid way to take care of myself and to not neglect myself, but I worked really hard on this and I want to see it come to fruition. But I want to say thank you to those of you that have been following, interacting on my stuff, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Please keep doing it. Like, comment, subscribe, the usual YouTube things, as I always say. But thank you again. I'm just gonna end this here. I don't really know what else left there is to do or say, because I'm just kind of in a weird spot right now. But I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.